probably about 1 o'clock that day. We're with a company called IC360, and they are the best bet monitoring company in the business. And they reached out to us and they told us that there was some unusual action going on with that fight. Do we know anything? We didn't. So what we did was we called the fighter and his lawyer and said, what's going on? There's some weird action going on in your bet. Weird betting action going on in your fight. Are you injured? Do you owe anybody money? Has anybody approached you to...
Guys, let's address the first few seconds according to Dana White. Before the Isaac Dulgarian fight, he got the heads up that there might be something weird happening because of the way the bet odds are shifting, right? They do have stats. They have all these things that they monitor to see unusual traces whenever fights are going on or whenever people are throwing bets on anything. They know what to expect. They know when there's something weird going on. So basically, anyways, Dana White got the heads up, and then he rang Isaac Dulgarian and his lawyer and asked him, is there anything going on? Are you okay? Are you injured? Do you owe anybody money? What is the story, basically? Before the fight goes ahead, we need to know, is everything okay with you? Dana White did the right thing. This is what he's supposed to do to cover his own ass. Let's continue.
And the kid said, no, absolutely not. I'm going to kill this guy. And, so we said, okay. The fight plays out, and first round finish by rear naked choke. Literally, the first thing we did was call the FBI.
This is very critical, guys. I'm going to have to be honest. According to me, after I watched that fight, I thought it was a normal fight. The only thing that I saw that was weird about that fight was when he was trying to defend the rear naked choke. Usually, when someone is trying to choke you out in a rear naked choke, the only thing that you should be concerned about is to control the choking hand. Control that choking hand, man. Don't let him get it under there, man. That is the first thing that you need to do. Daniel Cormier was saying the exact same thing in the commentary when that fight was going on. That was the only thing I saw suspicious about it. I didn't even see that anything might be happening here. And mind you guys, the guy is not guilty yet. The FBI are still investigating, so we don't know if he's guilty. That's the way I put it. But it's looking likely that the guy is guilty. This is going towards the direction that the guy might be guilty. So my point anyway is, that first round finish, I didn't take any notice of it. Let's continue anyway.
So we called the FBI. I've met with the FBI twice today. So that's the whole thing. Now you see people out there talking, oh, there's hundreds of fights under it. It's total bullshit. Total usual clickbait bullshit. IC360, our company, they monitor all of the betting. Like I said, they're the best in the business. There aren't hundreds of fights being investigated. All clickbait BS. We will be your worst enemy. We will immediately go after you, guns a-blazing, with the FBI and whoever else we need to get. And we will do everything we can to make sure you go to prison. It's like, you're seeing things out on the internet where like fighters are coming out and going, oh, I was approached. Really? Why didn't you tell us that? Or more importantly, why didn't you tell law enforcement that you were approached? Now?
I think, guys, we've seen enough here. So this explains everything. Like, Dana White has spoken. They rang the FBI after the fight. They did everything they got to do. That is the right thing that they did. He couldn't do any more, really. And the fact that he's saying, this kind of a thing, they will make sure you go to jail. They will ring the FBI and make sure all this kind of... It's very illegal to fix fights, guys. It's so illegal. The amount of damage that can do to your company, man. A $7 billion company and taking the risk. So definitely Dana White is not involved in this. I want to just address that narrative saying the UFC, Dana White or someone, they fix fights. Nah. Guy, they have so much to lose. Do you know the amount of years that it took for UFC to come from the bottom to the top? And how much are they going to be making from the bookies anyways? How much are they going to be making from the betting odds? Like, you know what I mean? If they put even millions on it, they're only going to be coming out with a couple of millions. These guys have so much money that is just a drop in the ocean for them. Like, they're not going to be fixing fights, especially a fighter that is just coming up. The guy is 29. The guy is not even known. I couldn't even remember the guy. I've probably seen him fight before, but I can't even remember him. So definitely that narrative about Dana White and all these people, the top heads in the UFC, might be involved in fixing fights. Nah, there's so much to lose. So much to lose and very little to gain. So definitely, let's just pack that into one side, guys. The main thing here is, obviously, fighters need money. You don't know what these guys are going through. You don't know how many family members they have that is looking up to them, that they have to feed. You don't know how many kids they have. So it's very easy for the fighter that is getting paid 20K, or whatever, 50, whatever. It's very easy for that guy, for someone to come up to him and say, look, throw away this fight, man. We're going to give you 200K. We're going to give 300K. I don't know how much they're giving him or whatever, but it has to be a bit substantial, right? They're not going to give him 5 grand or 10 grand. That is just stupid. Even 300K is still a bit stupid. You're throwing your career away. Everything, you're throwing it away. But regardless, yeah, very tempting for these guys. Some of these guys that are just coming up, these upcoming fighters. But it's the same. Everything in life is stages, right? You have to move up the ladder, man. You can't just come into the UFC and start getting paid 500 grand. It doesn't work that way. Even boxers, man, in the prelims and boxers that are just coming up, most of them don't even get paid much. They get paid peanuts, man. So I do understand how tempting it could be. Throw away this fight, man, and then we're going to pay you this amount of money, You know yourself, like, it's tempting. Human beings at the end of the day, he needs the money. So he probably said, yes, I'm going to throw the fight away. But in 2025, it's very difficult to get away with crimes like that. You can't get away with things like that. There's stats on everything, logistics. There's people that are employed to check out how the gambling thing is going, what to expect, the average gambling, the average amount of money that people put on fights, especially the lower level fight. You know what I mean? Like, there'll be something crazy, like if they're seeing millions on a normal fight. Isaac Dulgarian fight. Guy, how many people even know the guy? Imagine people putting millions on millions of, this one put 1 million, this one put 1 million. This one put 2 million. This one put 500. For him to lose. On the other guy, for him to lose. Of course they're going to flag it, man. Of course they're going to flag it. If it was someone like Conor McGregor, if people start putting too much money on it, they just have these stats. Like, they just know what they're doing, man. They know what they're doing. Everything is all on the computer. Everything is all recorded. So, I'm not saying what he did is right. Because, again, he's not guilty yet. He is not guilty yet, man. I have to put that in this. He is not guilty by any stretch of the imagination. The guy is still innocent till proven guilty. But if he's guilty, his career is pretty much over, man. He's pretty much over. Like, who is going to employ the guy? UFC, I think he's caught already anyways. So, and the fact that the FBI are investigating, and Dana White ranked the FBI and the people that monitor these things, they believe there's something weird going on, something not right going on. Everything is pointing towards the direction of him being guilty. So, it's looking like it 80% that the guy is guilty. But we'll see what happens anyways. But, man, this is a bummer for the guy, man. And this is also a lesson for the other fighters that are planning on doing something like this. This kind of a thing, you can't get away with it, man. You can't get away with it. Especially big bets. Because you have to get paid big for throwing the fight away. And they have to bet big to make that money back that they gave to you. You know? So, yeah, man. This is the fight game. These things have been happening for many, many years in boxing. All this kind of... This is not a new thing. But these days, man, you can't get away with it, man. You can't get away with it. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Let me know your opinion about this. Leave a comment. Let me know how this whole thing, you think this whole thing might play out. And don't forget to subscribe, like, share the video, show some love, and I'm going to see you guys at the next one. Take care.